Hello guys, I hope you all are doing very well. In the today's session, we will be learn about the Linux process management. Before I'm directly jump into the commands for the handling the processes in the Linux system, in just 1 minute I will explain you why it is important for us to learn the Linux process management. Have you ever faced a situation where your Linux server suddenly becomes slow, CPU usages went to 100%, or an application stopped responding in production? In a DevOps or a system administrator, this is not a rare situation. This is a daily life. And in those moments, knowing Linux process management is not optional. It's survival. Every application runs running on a Linux system, whether it's a Nginx, Docker, Jenkins, or a simple Python script, runs as a process. If you don't understand how process works, how to monitor them, how to control them, or how to safely stop them, you cannot manage production system confidently. In the today's session, we will be learn Linux process management, and that will help you to identify which process is consuming CPU or memory, stop stuck or misbehaving application safely, manage background jobs, control process priorities, troubleshoot live production issues, clear DevOps or Linux interview confidently. And so, if you are preparing for DevOps, SRE, cloud, or system admin roles, mastering the process management is not just optional; is one of the most important Linux skill you must have. Okay, so Let's start with that, and we will first learn the command the PS. PS command will help us to see the list of the all the running processes in the system. But just not only PS command is not only list all the running processes, we have to run the PS hyphen ef. It will list all the running processes in the system. So here we can check that we have the Nginx master process which is running, and this is the process ID. And if we check, the root user is gonna be run this process, the process ID is 1, and this is the parent process ID, and this is the command which helps to run the process which already running. So by doing the ps-ef, we get the detail of the which user run the process and what is the process ID and which command is used to run this particular process. Let's say we want to be get the process by a name as well. That we can do that ps-ef, and if we use the this pip what is doing is giving me the output of this uh, command into the second one. And now I just want to be grep only nginx, only those processes which are running with the name of the nginx. So if I do that, it will give me all the processes which are running with the name of the nginx. So that's how you can also segregate or just list the processes which are running with a particular name as well. So that is the use case you can use that. And there is a one more command which is the give us the same output as the ps-ef. That is also asked in the interview as well, that what is the difference between the ps-aux and ps-ef, because both are giving approximately same output, but that the difference is ps-aux is give give me the cpu and the memory users as well, and at the same time ps-ef is not give those detail of the memory and the cpu. Rest of the output is the same. You can use the ps-aux or ps-ef if you want to be list all the services running processes of your Linux system. Let's say I just want to be the numbering of the running processes in my system. So how I can do that? For that, we have the command ps hyphen ef, and then we do the pip and nl. What it will do, it will give the numbering of the processes. Previously we do not have the number, now it's give us the output as the psef but with the numbering as well. So we have the 42 running processes. But let's say you just only want that, I just want only number of the processes. What you can do, you can also use the ps-aux or hyphen ef, both are give the same output, and with that you can do wc hyphen l. So that is with the 42. So overall number is the 42. So 42 processes are is the running here. So if you want to list the only just the number, you just write use this command. If you want to be list the number with the running processes as well, you can use the ps aux pip nl. So that's how you can do that. And let's move forward and just learn few more things. And if we, let's say we want to kill some processes, let's say nginx is running right now, let's do the status of that process as well. Systemctl status nginx. So what it will do, nginx is already running, so we can see that active and the running. Let's say we list the process number of the nginx ef underscore grep nginx. So what it will, we have the number of the process over the nginx 1666. So let's we can um, so we can want to kill the process of this particular nginx process, we want to kill it. When we do the kill, and let's again check the status of the nginx process, what it will do, it is already killed the process, and we can see that the process is dead, the nginx is now not active and it is dead. So that's how you can also kill the process as well. If you found any process which is consuming your more memories and the cpu, and you do not need that particular process right now, you can kill that process as well, or you can stop the process as well. For stopping the process, what is the command? If you want to stop a process without killing it, you just want to stop it, so you can type kill hyphen stop, and then you can write the process id. Let's say we have the 1666, so that's how you can stop the process as well. And if you want to continue the kill process again, you have to write kill hyphen cont and process id 1666. So that's how you can continue the again resume the stop process. If you want to stop the process, do not want to kill it, you use the stop command, and after the stop, if you want to continue resume the process again, use the kill hyphen cont 1666. So that's how you can do that. So let's say we start the nginx again. Start. Let's check the status. So now nginx is active and the running. So that's how you can kill any process, start any process, and resume the any process which is already killed. If you sometime in the server, what is happening, that some process is not killed by default, you have to forcefully kill them, like the zombies process. Then what you can do, you use the kill hyphen 9 and then the process id, it will kill the process forcefully. If some zombie process is not getting end by default and you are killing still they are active, so what you can do, you can use the forceful killing option, that is kill hyphen 9 and 1666 is the process id. You can write the any process id which process you want to kill, but make sure whenever you are doing that, do it cautiously into the live server. So let's say you want to kill all the processes with the particular name. For that we have the command pkill, and let's say I want to kill all the processes with the name nginx. So what I type, pkill space then the service name. That's how you can kill all the processes with a particular name. Or there is a one more command, kill all and then the service name or process name, that is the nginx. I want to kill the all the processes with the running with the name of the nginx, I use the kill all nginx. So that's how you can do that. There is a one more command for the debugging processes. So let's say you want to debug the process and you want to see it in a little bit tree structure like format, so you can able to understand how many process are running, how many child processes of that process is running. There is a command ps tree, in that we can see that all the running processes and their child as well. We have the one master nginx and there is 16 child for that worker processes are running inside the nginx. So that's how you can list all the thing. It will helpful at the point of the debugging, whenever you want to debug and there is maybe 100 processes are running, and with the output of the ps-ef, it is not clearly visible, then you can use the ps tree for the debugging processes. So that's how you can do that. And we have the one more thing, that's whenever processes are running, they are running in the structure of the priorities, and that is decided by the cpu. But whenever you are running any command or any script, let's say you want to run a python script, at that particular point of time you can also decide the priority of that particular task. Let's say I just want to run a cron job, which is one time do the backup of the server, and this is not a very much important task. It will not on the priority, although this is important, but not on the priorities. Let's say my web servers using the cpu and the ram resources, that is for me is the right now is the more priority. So what can I do? I just use the nice command, and with that I have give hyphen n and any priority number. I will explain you the priority number, and then the python script, whatever the script you have. Let's say python backup underscore script dot py. So if I do that, what it will give, it will give the 10 priority to my this particular script, and so according to the priority it will run give the priority at the time of the scheduling or giving the resources to this particular process of the system. And when I talking about the priority, so priority numbers is lie between -19 to 20. So -19 is the means highest priority, and 20 means lowest priority. If the number is going towards the negative number or the minus, the number is smaller one, then it has the highest priority. If number is the large one, between the -19 to 20, that means it has the low priority. Let's say I give this particular above command is 10, that means it has little bit low priority. If I give it -10, that means it has the higher priority. I want to run this particular process into the higher priority. So that's how you can, at the time of the running any process, you give the decided priority of particular task or any services. Let's say we already have the running processes, ps aux. We already have multiple processes which are running, and I want to be reduce the priorities or increase the priority of particular one service, one process. How you can do that? You use the command denice. We use the nice command for deciding the priority at the time when we are running it. Let's say process already running, now we want to change the priority. How we can do that? Denice and then give the priority number. Let's say I give it -10, and then use the hyphen p and then the any process. Let's say this is my process id, so I just enter the process id, and with the use of the denice I change the priority of that particular process. So that's how you can also do it, but make sure if you understand the process very or priorities very properly of the processes, then do that into the real life server. So that's how you can change the priority of the running processes, and if you want to run a process with certain priority, you can do it with the nice command. So that's how you can do that. So let's say we learn one more command, that is the top. It is not for regarding the process, but it is the command useful for the monitoring purpose. Let's say I want to monitor the cpu usage tasks, how many tasks are running, how many sleeping processes, stop zombie processes are running. So I can use the uh, top command, and it will give me the cpu usage as well, memory usage, the swap memory usage. So that's how you can take that process id. From here as well you can get the process id, which user run it, and what is the command used to run those processes, and it will be updated on the real time. And there is a one more command, that is the htop not come by default. You have to install the binaries for the htop as a package manager, and then you can use this command htop in the linux. But it will give the same output as a top, but it will give little bit more uh, graphical way, so it will easy to read or understand. These two commands are very useful whenever you want to debug the system regarding the cpu and the memory users. So that's also you can do that and get the process id as well from here as well, top and the htop. So I think we learn how to watch the processes, running processes, how to kill the process, how we can stop the processes, how we can resume the process again, how we can forcefully kill the any process, and how we can see the processes by their name as well. If we want to list all the processes by their name, how we can decide the priorities of a particular process when we're going to run them, and how we can change the priority of a process when they're already running. So that in the both scenario we learn in this video, and I think we'll cover the